Hello everyone. I am going to do a very short little craft with me / project update on this horse journal ephemera that I'm making. So I've been making altered paper clips, and I'll share with you the ones that I've already made. And I just wanted to go over how I made them because I was one short and I thought I would turn the camera on. So this is just a manila filed folder that I've cut up, and I've got these pretty kind of gold colored paper clips, and I just slide one onto the sheet and glue it up. I'm using Fabri-Tac for this. I don't know, maybe the art glitter glue would be fine. People seem to use Fabri-Tac for this. That's what I use the other ones for, and it seems to work quite well. So I'm fairly generous with the glue, and I make sure I get it right onto the paper clip. And then I just take the other piece of paper and squish it on top of the first. It is that simple. And squish. And I really try and make sure that I get the paper with around the clip to touch so that it inhibits the clip from sliding out. And I try and get it really tight around where the paper clip exits the paper. And yes, I probably was overly generous with the glue there, but it seems to work. And you can kind of see that the outline of the paper clip starts to appear. And I kind of like when that happens because it tells me that I'm encapsulating the wire of the paper clip in the paper. And that this isn't pretty is fine because it can be completely covered up by embellishment. And I do like to leave the little loop. I don't snug the loop up against the paper because then you can put a fabric topper through the loop or a pin of some kind, but it just leaves you some options afterwards. So this is the side that will slide against the paper, and then this is the side that we're going to embellish. So this one, I made up some left page horizontal ones, some right page horizontal ones, and some top ones. And I got carried away with the top ones, and one of the couple of the top ones that were supposed to be right slides got used up. So I have to make a right slide. All right, so what do I have? I have lace, and I have different densities of cheesecloth, and I have burlap, and I don't even know what this is, but this stuff here is really great because it tears beautifully and gives you all this extra thread, and I like this stuff too. So, and I have quotes, and these longer ones I've been putting horse quotes on and little horse pictures. Oh, and I've just printed out these. So maybe I'll use a circle for this one. All right, so I think I'll do that because I haven't used any of the circles yet. And what else have I got? Okay, so let's see, which circle? Let me find my punch, my circle punch. I think these are 1 inch. And let me find one that I have not already used. Decisions. Some of these have, that's a nice little mama. And this is a nice little mama and baby. So some of these have a wide shot and then a close-up. Oh, that's got a girl on her horse. Oh, farm horses. I'm going to go with the farm horses. All right, I think I might have to cut this down to get close enough to punch it out. Yeah, these are some good images. let's see. I actually made a file, a doc file. Sorry, I just dropped my awl. I don't want to leave that on the ground. A doc file of all the different digital stuff that I've used, and of course, I forgot to print it out, but I will get that before this project is through. All right, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. This is just on regular cheap copy paper. Okay, so there's a cute little horse image. Maybe I will back that on a larger piece of cardstock with a larger hole punch. I've got some here. I need, I guess a one in between, like a 1.5 inch. Because I got the 2 inch and I've got the 1 inch. Oh gosh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Well, I'll think about that. I'm not thrilled with that. All right, so I could do that. Or since it's a farm horse, maybe we'll use a little piece of burlap. Will that cover? Oh, that will cover. All right, that's what we're going to do. Some burlap. And see, this is already like solidly dried. It's that straightforward and easy. Okay. So that will go down like that. And I have to remember that the whole point of this is to have it be a side slide. And I like this burlap ribbon because it really quite easily pulls and you get the frayed edges. This particular one did have some curl to it. Oops, that needs to be spread out, and that curl is kind of persistent. So I think I'm gonna just hold that down with some clips. Let's get rid of that curl. Ooh, sticking to me. Okay, quotes. I really like these quotes on the side ones. Can you see that? And this is kind of a thickish one, so I can get a bigger quote going, I think. To understand the soul of a horse is the closest human beings can come to knowing perfection. Author unknown, but that will fit. I like that. I'm just going to trim it a smidge. Get my bigger scissors for that. There we go. That can go there, and that can go there, but it needs more, doesn't it? Maybe some of this. This is this really dense cheesecloth. It feels so nice. So this is normal cheesecloth, what I think of as, and it's got a very open weave. But this stuff has got this really dense weave. I love it. And both of these have been tea stained. All right, let's put the quotes away. And maybe this is what I need instead of the cardstock. And that way it softens the edge in between. Yes, I have to trim that. But I'll save that because these little bits are useful. There we go. Okay, so to Just going to pull that down a smidge so it doesn't come off, cover up the words. And I'm going to ink the edges because my circle punchy thing did kind of a rough job there. Okay. So that will go there and that will go there, but I still have that spot there. And what do I want to put there? I don't know. What have I got? I've got this little package of ephemera. I've got this. I don't know. I don't really want to put a cigar thing on perfection. This is some little ephemera bits. I am not seeing what I want for there. Alright, maybe this gets centered a bit. No, because I need to be able to fit the this. But it leaves that funky little spot. Maybe a button? But why would a button go there? I don't know. I'm sorry about my head. I've got some stickers. This came from the Authentique. And I didn't realize they were stickers. I thought they were punch outs at first. So then I realized that they were stickers. There's a little horseshoe one. Yeah, no, that's not doing it for me. I cut the words up on other ones. Oh dear. What a bow. I've got a bow. Maybe a bow would do it. Blue ribbon. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay. All right, so let me glue these things down. I wish I had like little blue ribbon like you get at horse shows. Oh, you know what? Maybe I want to trim this a little too. There. Okay. So Fabri-Tac. Ooh, I never put my cover on. I've been doing that all day long. I had to go pick up my husband from a meeting because my daughter Ruth had the other car. And he called me and I jumped up and rushed out and left my glue completely open. And then we came back and we had dinner. And not till after dinner did I come back and realize what I had done. But it seems to not have suffered tremendously. Put a dab there. Ooh, strings. Strings. Okay, I want to spread that out. Now that I have a little room to spread it out. And then my little farm horses can go there. And my little blue ribbon symbolizing perfection will go right there. Ooh, maybe. If it doesn't stick to me more than it does the thing. Okay. I'll clean that up later. Okay, so I'm sure you get the idea. I'm still going. I'm still going. Woohoo! The other day it kept cutting off and I didn't get to finish. All right, so I'm going to set that one aside. And push that down. And now I'm just going to show you the other ones that I've made. So, I'm sure I have a bag of horse charms someplace. But the only ones I could find today were these horseshoe ones. It's a whole bag of horseshoe ones. I know I have some other ones somewhere, but they'll turn up and I might switch them out. But this is one of those stickers from that Authentique. And this is, I've got some very fine leather cord. So that's a top load. And this is another top load that I did in a more kind of shabby chic kind of way, because she looked like she would be more chic. And here's a little filly or colt that was out in a field that picked up the yellow. And this is that sticker that I didn't realize that it was a sticker, and I cut the whole card out. And she has some little leather topper. And then this is another top load one. I had a whole bunch of this kind of flannel material. It's not really flannel. It's like just a plaid. And it reminded me of horse blankets. So I used a bunch of those. And it says, to many, the words love, hope, and dreams are synonymous with horses. Author unknown. So a mama and a baby. And this is another kind of lacy one. When I find my other charms, I'm going to put a charm on there. But I thought she was a very pretty horse and deserved a pretty background. And this was actually the first one I did, and it was so boring I had to put a grommet and then add some other things. And then this eyelash made me think of a horse's mane, so I added that on. And this is a cutout from that Authentique cardstock, Frontier I think it's called, and some of that cotton flannel and just some twine. And that's another top load. So those are all the top loads. You can see I got kind of carried away with all the top loads. And then these are the right hand slides. And again, when I find my charms, I'll throw a charm on that bulb pin. And this one says, all horses at least once in their lives deserve at least once in their lives to be loved by a little girl. And it looked like a pony, and this was kind of girly. And this is a powerful horse. It says, his is a power enhanced by pride, a courage heightened by challenge. And I may or may not change that charm, but he looked like a nice, powerful, willing horse. And then there's this one. These are all left-hand slides now. For one to fly, one needs only to take the reins. Melissa James. And then this one says, the air of heaven is that which blows between a horse's ears. Arabian proverb. And that's an Arabian horse. So those are my altered paper clips. And that is my installment for today. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye.